my oncologist and I thought that the lymphoma, now that I was free of leukemia, my body would have much more power to resolve the lymphoma, but the exact opposite happened. It became very aggressive. And so once again, he wanted me to do chemo and radiation. I told him I wanted 6 months to run a trial experiment. Nature had healed me once. If I'd learned anything, it's that the deep connection with nature is very healing. And so, not only mentally, but physically. And so, I had to find a way that nature could heal me. And within 2 weeks, I found Dr. King Lee's research with men with cancer and doing this thing he called forest bathing, or uh, Shinrin Yoku. The research was very credible to me. So I started going out into the forest all day for about 24 hours. His protocol was 1 to 2 hours a week, and I thought, okay, if that worked, and if this lasts for 2 weeks, if I go out for 24 hours a week, maybe it'll become exponential. And I started that May of 2015, and by March of 2016, my lymphoma was gone. I would walk around barefooted or in my moccasins and be grounding the entire time. Did a lot of tree hugging because I was way off the trail. Nobody could see me. And then I would always camp way off the trail, but by a glacial stream that was only 2 miles from the origin of the glacier. So it had a lot of ancient minerals in it, and it was just insanely cold. And I ceremoniously would go and dip at the end of every time as the great kind of climax or finale of my time. And I literally would uh, walk down the trail going back home feeling clean and clear, more so than I ever had. And I took notes. Even I was started with the journal, but so many interesting things would happen. It caught my clinician's brain. And so I started taking notes to follow this to see which things were very predictable and which were just fairly anomalous. And I was shocked at how many things were fairly routine out in nature. So it really changed my lived experience, totally transformed my clinical understanding of how we heal. And now with polyvagal theory and a lot of the things coming up in quantum biology, we understand that. So we have three intelligence centers, the brain, the heart, the gut, and they all work simultaneously in concert. And so little happens by conscious thought. It has to pretty much happen viscerally, tangibly in your physical body. You've got in order to change your emotional environment, you've got to change your physical environment.